Flint Dicker, and you're watching the fucking news.
Hello, this is It's a Gundam, live on scene, with some behind-the-scenes news. Here is live footage of Bethesda devs patching Fallout 76. Look at him go. I've never seen a man piss so hard in my life. When I first started my channel, and I began to become disillusioned with the gaming industry and complained profusely because it was all I could do. Complain and watch Pornhub while stroking my nuts ever so slightly, clockwise and then counterclockwise. But people back in the day used to make fun of me, tell me I was crazy, an asshole, I was a rip-off Leafy clone. And one of the biggest things I used to complain about, as you all know, is Bethesda. I mean, obviously you've clicked this video. It seems that Bethesda's Fallout 76 patch is a complete and utter disaster.
God damn it!
To no one's fucking surprise, it's Bethesda. Bethesda also is now silently deleting and removing threads and users from their forums over it, which means, as I'm no stranger to this myself, if you point out how fucked up things are, if you complain about it and demand a fix or at least want people to pay attention to the issue, you know, you bring attention to this problem and maybe it can get it fixed in an expedient manner rather than, you know, sitting there and stewing and becoming worse. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, as they say. Bethesda just decided to slap the old-fashioned ban hammer. The Reddit poster XG Kid brought this to light 14 hours ago. It seems we have finally reached peak incompetence and damage control over at Bethesda. I've been saying this for years, but Fallout 76, in a way I'm glad it came out, because now everyone has woken up. All the normal gamers that aren't drinking the Bethesda Kool-Aid. By the way, speaking of Bethesda Kool-Aid, try the new Bethesda monthly t-shirts. You're gonna need it to match your $275 really bright and ugly jacket.
I will not Jodie Foster this kind of behavior.
Okay. But anyway, back on point. I'm glad Fallout 76 came out because now everyone sees what Bethesda is. What I've been saying for years. The bloom is off the rose. Everyone has woken up. They're a broken company and they're lazy. They've been making these shit games for so long it's not funny. This patch is a perfect amalgamation of Bethesda. They literally took an older build of the game and made it the patch. You can't write this shit. You wouldn't find this on The Office. Even Michael Scott would think this was a bad idea. And that man lives on magic and whimsy.
I cannot tell you how I plan to escape, other than by using magic. That is the magician's code.
In a way, Todd Howard is Michael Scott, now that I think about it. Just a successful one. He comes out, he tells you fanciful lies about how great the games are. Then you get your hands on the game, and it's like, what is this? This is not what I paid for. But I'm gonna stick around anyway because mods. So anyway, the update comes out, and bobby pins now have weight again. Bulk items no longer work properly. Fusion core spawn rate at the workshops are too slow, by a factor of 10, down from 0.8 instead of 8 per hour. Wait a minute, bobby pins weigh 1 pound now? Really? Jesus Christ. That's a monumental fuck up. And it also looks like duping is back on the menu. If you paid attention to the Fallout BS, which I'm sure most people don't, unless like a YouTuber makes it funny, such as myself, because this is quite humorous. I could go on tour with this fucking material. Duping is where there's an exploit in the game where you can actually obviously duplicate weapons. There's actually a market for this, where people duplicate a high tier weapon and sell it on eBay. Like this Fallout 76 Xbox One 2-shot exclusive gun bundle. Handmade lever pump. They're $20 a piece. This dude has sold 55 of them, and he has 6 more available. Jesus Christ. Now talk about a license to print money. This dude makes more money duplicating weapons on fucking Fallout 76 than I do with YouTube. That's 20 times 55. Shit! This dude's already made $1,100 selling duplicate weapons. Fuck! Oh man, this guy probably loves Fallout 76. This is better than Ethereum. Jesus Christ. Good work, Bethesda. You guys rock. Can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6. I'm sure that won't be a hot mess made from the same game engine. The post later goes on to say, I originally found this info on the Fallout 76 Reddit, where even CM responded and mentioned that she will talk to the devs about all the issues. He provides a link, but then he also says, notice how content of the post got removed and the thread can't be found anymore. One can only wonder who's responsible. The next part says, I forwarded this information to the Bethesda forum, and this thread got closed by a moderator, stating that it had derailed into bashing and baiting. Anytime you point out or tell the truth these days, it's bashing, and it's also seen as hateful. I have a lot of experience with this. The tone of the thread was very civil, though, as you can check for yourself here. And the dog hits the keyboard. Naughty puppy. The Reddit poster then said, I opened another thread and made sure the conversation will be even more respectful. And this time, it got completely deleted / moved, and my account was banned. No reason was given. So it's pretty obvious that Bethesda is trying their best to cover up the mess they created with this patch. And I would like to introduce them to the Streisand effect on that matter. I understand how difficult it is to fix flawed products, but I am extremely allergic to these shady methods of damage control. Even more so after Bethesda promised to be more transparent and talkative about patches and the game's issues. Sorry, Bethesda, but this is not how you handle a live service game and its community. Bethesda is suffering from hot girl-itis. And you might go, what the hell is that, Gundam? Hot girl-itis is when a chick has had the world handed to her for a while because of her looks. She lives in an alternate reality, much like Bethesda. When we think about it, Bethesda has released mediocre games consecutively over the years. As we remember, the Elder Scrolls games got dumber and easier, as well as Fallout. We've now reached peak shittery with Fallout 76. Bethesda is so used to just doing whatever, putting out half-baked products and everyone going, oh, it's great, it's cool, it's awesome, yay, I love Bethesda, woo, Vault Boy. You know, kind of like hot chicks when they make really shitty jokes or they post things on Instagram. These aren't like Instagram model girls. They're just your average attractive girl who's used to having a bunch of people follow her around and tell her she's awesome. Then one day, she gets a little old. She's not as cute as she used to be, or she puts on 20 pounds. And she still thinks hot chick-itis works. But everyone's kind of waking up to, you're not that funny. You're not that interesting. You're actually kind of a dick. And she's flipping shit because she's not used to these levels of criticism. In all actuality, Bethesda as a studio has become the unattractive but used to be attractive woman. And everything she does isn't magic. Unless you like disappointment, then you've come to the right place. Bethesda is currently a sinking ship. Everyone with any level of common sense knows that one day Fallout 76 is either going to die or go free to play. Most likely it'll go free to play before it dies. The sales of the game are so bad that literally a hardware company in Germany is actually trying to give away copies of Fallout 76 bundled with Xbox One Fallout 76 packs, which is kind of crazy. It's like buy one, get one free, so now you have 2 copies of a game you don't want. I don't even know the logistics here, but this seems to stink of desperation. Also, we have to make a point of the fact that Bethesda is milking the living hell out of Fallout 76. I mean, for God's sakes, look at all the worthless tchotchkes they're putting out. The jacket now. And they're also coming out with a monthly t-shirt that's Fallout themed. The goodwill for Fallout 76 has gone right out of the window, but it doesn't seem to be stopping them. Not only did they release a jacket that was lambasted by the entire community, but they've also started a monthly t-shirt from the Vault. Order now and receive it before St. Patrick's Day. That's right, Bethesda now sells monthly Fallout-themed t-shirts. The Tunnel Snakes t-shirt pre-order was for last month, which is this month. I don't know what Bethesda is thinking, but I think they've got their heads up their asses. Marketing these t-shirts as a monthly thing? Talk about milking the franchise to fucking death, especially when all the goodwill is just seeping out of it. It's as if Fallout is a cow and it's dying, right? But instead of taking the cow to a vet, Bethesda is still trying to get milk out of the udders. It makes absolutely no sense. Everyone else in the town is mortified, but Farmer Todd sees a little bit more cash they could squeeze out of that poor little animal. all this fucking Fallout themed garbage. Like, who would buy Fallout 76 hoodies, especially for $60? Like, I want to run around wearing a Fallout 76 hoodie so everyone knows that I like a game that's a piece of shit. If someone came into my store wearing a Fallout 76 hoodie, I knew that I could rip this guy off because he's a fucking moron. How much are these packs of smokes? They're $1 more here than anywhere else because they're made with pixie dust. Todd Howard said so. Oh, well then, let me give you my wallet. I can't even with this. I can't. You know, Raycon subscribe only so choose to, if not, to hell with it. Because I can't ask anyone to give more of a shit than me. But if you need me, I'm going to be duplicating weapons in Fallout 76 and making some real money since YouTube wants to fuck with me. That's where the real cash is. Duping weapons in Fallout. Shit.